Now, the OnePlus Nord wasn't designed to kill flagships, but I think OnePlus may have unintentionally done just that with its own lineup. Now, if you see how the OnePlus Nord borrows a lot of its features from the OnePlus 8, this really begs the question, does it really make sense to buy the OnePlus 8 anymore? Now, this is something that's been on my mind since the very beginning, and I've also noticed that a lot of you have been asking this very question in the comments on our YouTube channel as well as other social platforms. So let's settle this once and for all. Hi, I'm Royden and you're watching Gadgets 360. And before we go ahead, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also hit that bell icon so you're the first to know whenever we push out a new video. With a price difference of nearly 17,000 rupees between the OnePlus Nord and the OnePlus 8, I think for most people, the little luxuries offered by the 8 are not going to be worth the premium it commands. The OnePlus 8 has its share of advantages over the OnePlus Nord, such as better build quality with its metal frame and stereo speakers. It also has a much faster processor and uses faster flash storage. However, the OnePlus Nord seems to match up to the OnePlus 8 in pretty much every other area. Both feature 90Hz AMOLED displays with the same resolution, and both have similar sized batteries with the same fast charging tech. Even the camera performance was more or less similar. In fact, the Nord has a better selfie camera which shoots 4K video, something that the OnePlus 8 cannot do. Yes, I have read about the display issues that have been affecting some OnePlus Nord units. However, my unit hasn't really had this issue, and so far in my experience, the Nord has performed very well all around. In a world without the Nord, the base variant of the OnePlus 8 offered the best value if you wanted the latest OnePlus phone, but I don't think that holds true anymore. If you're looking for something in between the OnePlus Nord and the OnePlus 8, then there has never been a better time to pick up the OnePlus 7T. Now, it might have last year's flagship processor and no 5G support, but at its core, it's basically a OnePlus 8 in an older body. Plus, with the OnePlus 7T, you get a more useful telephoto camera instead of the one-trick pony macro camera in the 8. However, I still feel that the top-end OnePlus 8 Pro deserves a place in the company's current portfolio. Despite its seemingly high starting price of 55,000 rupees, it's the most complete OnePlus phone yet and still manages to be less expensive than competing flagships from Samsung and Apple. The 8 Pro offers meaningful upgrades such as IP rating and wireless charging apart from the high-end specifications, which might make it worth the premium for some people. Now, unfortunately, I cannot say the same thing about the OnePlus 8. Now, if you don't want to settle for anything lesser than an 800 series SoC in a OnePlus phone, then I highly recommend waiting for the OnePlus 8T. Now, while we don't know much about this phone yet, if I were to make a wish list, I'd expect it to have a Snapdragon 865 Plus SoC, probably a better selfie camera, IP rating, and maybe even wireless charging from the 8 Pro, and the rumored 65-watt fast charging. Now, if OnePlus can offer all of these features in the OnePlus 8T at the same or similar price as the OnePlus 8, then I think it would be able to justify the premium over the OnePlus Nord. Now, when is the OnePlus 8T expected? That's anyone's guess right now. Due to the global pandemic this year, even the iPhone 12 launch has been delayed to October. I hope the OnePlus 8T series ships sometime in late October or November. OnePlus has raised the stakes in the mid-tier market both for the competition and itself by launching the Nord. Now, while it's proven that it can deliver a great mid-range smartphone without sacrificing any of the core OnePlus experience, it also now has to work doubly hard on its premium lineup in order to justify the premium pricing. Now, while it's definitely interesting to see what OnePlus does with its next line of premium flagships, I'm really more curious to see how it tackles the lower tiers of the Indian smartphone market, specifically that sub 20,000 rupees segment. Now, if the OnePlus Nord is any indication, then the mainstream smartphone space in India is about to get a major shakeup. So that's it for me. I would love to hear your thoughts, what you think of this in the comments below. And as always, for all things tech, log on to gadgets360.com.